Hi guys, it's Louis in the UK, Southwest UK by Bristol. I'm a lifelong Elvis fan. I'm here with you guys to defend Elvis and search for the truth so we can stick up for him and disagree with things that are being said to him that are not true. And the reason for this short live, well, my son has fallen asleep. Can you see him? Where is he? I'll move my chair. He's fast asleep. So we've only got about 15 to 20 minutes before all the kids come home. There's a small chance I'm going to have to rush off and collect one of the kids. It's all depending on if I get a phone call. So I'm going to probably make this short. The reason I'm on now is because I want to thank you guys. I've had a lot of messages all coming through with a lot of praise. And I'm going to try and read some of them in a sec. Like today is one of the most messages I've ever received in one day. So I really appreciate it, guys. Like, you obviously liked the 2 lives that we've done today to do with really the Elvis's belongings being sold off, the lawsuit with Bridget Cruz and Priscilla. But within all that, many other subjects have come up to do with Elvis's, if Elvis was unfaithful, if Priscilla was unfaithful, and the consequences of that. I've had so many comments coming in. But what I did want to do is thank the new members. This is so important to me. And look, it's 99 cents a month to become a member. I'm not doing it because I want money or need money. Me asking you guys to be members is all about just me getting a pat on the back saying, you're doing something right. I like what you're doing. It's just a way of showing appreciation, which does matter to me. I do need a bit of, you're doing okay. I can't help it. And I'm so pleased that you guys like our channel. And this is our channel, our family. So I just wanted to quickly read out the members and thank them. There's only 13 members, but most of you have signed up in the last week. And I really, really appreciate it. I really do. So we've got Tracy Webb, we've got Eileen Hellaby, we've got Shirley Jury, we have Stacey Hastart, we have James McCarthy, my mate James, we have Philomena Barbaro, we have Felina, who has her own channel, which is great. Check her channel out, she's great. Then we have Robin Gavid. Robin, come in and make yourself known. And we have Kathy Smith. Thank you, Kathy. Your comments are so interesting. I really appreciate it. And Susan Bloor, who is lovely, and she even bought me a coffee as well. Thank you, Susan. And then Patricia Wingard, who gives amazing comments. All of you, welcome to the channel. And what I'm going to do with the members is eventually, when we get to a certain number, I will start doing some live streams that is just with the members. I'm going to do that so we can get up close and personal and discuss different topics. So is that the dog? The dog's trying to get in. Right, come on in. In you go. Come on. In you go. So, yeah, I thought... Okay, guys, I'm back. I thought my wife might ring. Let me just see what she says. Hello?
Hello?
All right, you're just going to go and quickly get her, aren't you, from there, yeah? No, you're going to make it. I'm not driving over there. He's fast asleep.
Did I go to sleep?
No, he's asleep. I don't want to wake him because he'll bite me.
Why did I sleep? I was there for a day.
Yeah, anyway, I got to go now. I'm doing it live. See you later, alligator. She just wants me to go and get the kids. The thing is, she's round the corner, so she'll be fine. Be all right. I'll get her a box of chocolates. Right. So it's only going to be a short live, but I did want to just go through these comments. So this one is from Marta. Hi, Louis. Talk about, right. I don't think Marta's English, so it's going to be a bit broken. I think Marta, maybe, are you from Italy or Spain? It says, talk about all the men in Priscilla's life. He puts it differently. Let the clueless people still see the. I'm going to try. He can be a bit rude. Hi, Kate. Let me try and put it. She's not a virgin. Tell me about all the relationships she's had, not during our marriage with Elvis, but afterwards, which is more interesting because they excuse her by saying that she left because Elvis had abandoned her. Find out why she left Mike Stone. All right, so he's asking me to do things. Who, according to her at the time, was better than Elvis. The relationship with Robert Kardashian, because she didn't want to marry him. I understand that he proposed to her. The 7-year relationship with Mike Edwards, and remember, that started within 4 to 6 months after Elvis died. And you've got strong views about Mike Edwards, and we know about his book, and there's some very interesting things in that book, some things that have upset the Elvis fans. And she appeared to be grieving. She appeared like a grieving widow. The abortion that she had of this type that exposes the abuse or attempted abuse that committed with Elisa. So is it true in the book, in the Mike Edwards book, that Priscilla had an abortion? Guys, let me know. When she was 12 years old, Lisa was a girl. Let's see those people feel sorry for Lisa, or let what nonsense they say. Obviously, he's referring to the Scientology thing that she put Lisa Marie in that. And then it goes, and the longest relationship of Marco to Priscilla and the son Garcia, that part people don't get yet, think that Priscilla was intact again after Elvis died, and that she hasn't had eyes for anyone else ever since. Yes, he's putting a laughing face. So he's basically saying that she was with Marco Garibaldi for over 20 years, but she still keeps saying that Elvis was the love of her life and she loves no one else. So I get what he's saying. It's a bit hard to read, but thanks, Marta. I mean, so let's go to, I'm just going to flick through the comments. So Rosalind says, I like the name of the channel that your brother suggested, Elvis Presley Fans United. So my brother, I've got a twin brother. He came on and he suggested some names that we call the channel. At the moment, it's called Elvis Presley Daily Search for the Truth. He was saying we could call it Elvis Presley United Elvis Presley United Search for the Truth. So we're still not quite there with the name, but somehow we want to get in that name that we are united, searching for the truth, standing up for Elvis. That's somehow we're going to get that in the name. So then Susan, right. So now someone's commenting on part of the live stream we had was talking about Elvis possibly had been seeing Susan Henning at the 68 comeback special after Priscilla had been caught being unfaithful just after Lisa Marie was born, in less than a year after the wedding. And I think once she had done that, Elvis didn't want to sleep with her because she had betrayed him. And so someone is just talking about Susan Henning here. Susan Henning, this is Ruth Bashford. Susan Henning can say what she likes about Elvis, but it doesn't mean to say it's true. Priscilla said in her book that she had no evidence of Elvis having affairs while they were married, although she suspected he did. Suspected someone or something without evidence sounds like paranoia to me. And I've said it before, I don't believe Elvis was quite a womanizer that he has been made out to be. I agree. Don't get me wrong, guys. He probably was unfaithful at times. And sometimes he probably did womanize. But I don't think he was anywhere near as bad as the world thinks. Hi, SK. So I hadn't heard about dating Robert Kardashian. Yeah, that's right. Even when I found out that, I was a bit shocked. And he was quite a high-powered lawyer, wasn't he? Attorney at the time. So is he the one that you think could have persuaded her to go back for the second divorce settlement, that where the charge, the deed of trust, the lien was placed on Graceland, which this second divorce settlement Elvis couldn't afford. He could not afford it. It nearly drove him to bankruptcy. So do you think he had a hand in that? Hi, Tracy. Welcome. I've always believed that he was forced to marry Priscilla when she broke her vows. Her vows. It was very simple for him to. Yeah, I get it, Tracy. I'm just quickly scanning through some comments, Tracy, before my wife gets home. As soon as she gets home, really, I'm going to have to close it down. I'll come back on later. Let's have a look. So we've got right. So it's Ruth Bashford. We're talking about. I think. Well, let me read the comment, then I'll get what she's saying. It's a lie because Priscilla went back on the fact that. All right, this is to do with the lie that is said that Elvis wouldn't have sex with a woman that's had a baby, which I completely do not believe. I think that is a twisted truth to cover up for the fact she'd had unfaithful with Steve Peck just after the baby was born. So Ruth is saying Priscilla went back on and won't have sex with me because I had a baby. Nonsense. She said on Richard and Judy, this is a British show, that they did have sex after Lisa Marie was born. So. And I've heard that. I think she said it on Loose Women as well, didn't she? So this thing that Elvis wouldn't have sex with her because she's had a baby, I just don't believe it. Yeah, SK. So Joe's Priscilla and wife Joan married Robert Kardashian. Joan introduced Priscilla to Robert. I didn't know that. So thanks for that, Tracy. Joan married Robert's brother after she had a divorce. After she had divorced Joe. Oh, it's good. See, we're learning all these new facts. We like that. So Sandy Barr, I would love to come up with a list of questions that an interview should ask Priscilla. One of them being, why at the age of 79 are you still running around non-stop trying to make as much money as possible? It must be very hard on a person of that age. And what do you need the money for? Makes me think she is giving it to Scientology. So this is Sandy. Now, Sandy, if you watch this later, I agree. We all don't understand why Priscilla is running around the world trying to make money at 79 years old. She must be working so hard. It must be difficult at that age. Come on, we've got less energy when we're older, haven't we? Yeah, and we're not so ambitious, are we? We're not money crazy. We're not so. She just seems to be so ambitious to make money, where really she should be grieving for her poor daughter Lisa Marie and her grandson. That's what should be really happening. So yes, it's very odd. So Rosalind, Priscilla put Lisa Marie in Scientology because Elvis hated it, and he did hate it. We know that he went there and met them all, and he just thought they were a bunch of loonies. Elvis said that, a bunch of loonies. To be honest with you, us fans, we don't like Scientology, do we, guys? It's very weird. Poor Lisa Marie should never have been put in there, nor Benjamin. In fact, none of them. The twins, Riley, none of them. Nothing to do with it. Yes, I agree. I really enjoyed the live this morning, Tracy. It was very good. I learned a lot fast. It's one of my favorite lives that we had. So it says Lisa. So because of Priscilla put Lisa in Scientology because Elvis hated it. They had tried to recruit Elvis, and he said, "All they want is my damn money." Laugh out loud. I would love to see a live on Benjamin. I am going to do a live on Benjamin, Rosalind. I want to learn a lot about him. I have done one live on him, but I want to go a bit deeper. He seems lovely. It seems like he was very talented. I know they were very close, and even Riley and Benjamin, they were very, very close. And I watched Riley's posts on Instagram and TikTok and that about Benjamin. They're beautiful. They're lovely. Very sweet. I wish Riley would take her mother's side. But I think she is influenced by Priscilla and let her have her way. I don't think Benjamin would do that. We need to learn a lot more about Benjamin, and we're going to, guys. And I think Riley Keough is between a rock and a hard place, guys. I think she doesn't know what to do. I think she's a bit lost, but I do think she will find her feet. She's a strong girl, but it's early days for her. This is all a minefield, isn't it? It's like she's suddenly having all these different problems. And the most recent, Michael Lockwood demanding more money. And then you've got this silly thing in Tupelo. All right, so they might be, if they're home, guys, I'm going to have to hang it up. Let's just see. My hang up with Priscilla being buried at Graceland is that she's not Elvis's widow, and I don't think Elvis would want her to be buried there. Just my opinion. I agree, Stacey. There's no way Elvis, in our opinion, I think, you tell me what you think, guys, that Elvis wants Priscilla buried next to him. No way. The amount of upset Elvis has had with Priscilla, no. The complication is Lisa Marie and Benjamin are buried there, so it's a tough one, guys, a tough one. I just joined. This is Kathy. Thank you so much for joining. I just joined and subscribed to your channel. I really enjoy your channel. I love that you try to expose all of Priscilla's lies. I definitely do, guys, but I don't hate her. I just want the truth. You're right. We all need to know the truth. I think Lisa Marie was going to sue her mum over the movie Priscilla. I think it's very possible. And I know that Rhonda on Presley Mania also thinks this. Lisa Marie was totally against the movie coming out. We know that. She even spoke to Sofia Coppola. I hope Bridget wins the lawsuit because of Priscilla's lies, which eventually come out. Now, we all do have issues with Bridget Cruz because she's auctioning off Elvis's stuff. We don't like that, do we, guys? You know, us Elvis fans tend to want Priscilla to not win, unfortunately. But we have issues with Bridget Cruz as well. Stop selling off Elvis's stuff. We don't like it. I'm just doing a live, mate. How'd you get on? Good, meaning got it, or he lets you know?
I think got it.
My 16-year-old son has just been for a job interview in Tesco. He's 16. I'll speak to you about it in a minute, Rio. His name's Rio. He's 16. I hope Bridget wins the lawsuit because all of Priscilla's lies will eventually come out. It seems that way, guys. It seems that way, doesn't it? Bit by bit, we're starting to learn the truth. Priscilla said she didn't like living at Graceland when Elvis was alive, and she says Elvis was so controlling of her. So what I can't understand is why then would she want to be buried by your ex-husband who supposedly was controlling to you and supposedly raped her? You make a good point, Kathy. This is Kathy Smith, 2941. She's one of our newest members today. Thank you so much, Kathy. I really appreciate your comment. And she is not a widow. She definitely is not a widow, but she thinks she is, doesn't she? She tries to make out as if she's a widow. But we're not being tricked, are we, guys? We're not being conned. We know. And she is not his widow, divorced when he died, and that makes her ex-wife not his widow. And Kathy, that comment is perfect. It says everything that is true in our opinions. Not fact, our opinions. Elvis's first cousin, Patsy Presley Gamble, recently sold a Bible to... I'm not sure that belonged to recently sold a Bible that belonged to Elvis. It was given to her by Vernon after Elvis passed. She said she helped Vernon go through her stuff after he died. The Presley had no further money without Elvis's providing them. I think she sold it for money. Do you know what? I haven't done any videos on Patsy Presley. I will do one about Patsy Presley. I don't really know nothing about her, to be honest with you. So any comments from you guys? Thank you. Hi, Louis. Elvis fans unite. I'm disgusted that until this day, people are still making money out of poor Elvis. In my opinion, this is Linda Cudden, by the way, Linda Cudden. In my opinion, who the heck sells the belongings of the so-called love of their life? I totally agree. Personal items that belong to anyone, not just Elvis, should be kept in the family, definitely. None of this stuff should be getting sold. I don't understand why there are... If you go on Bridget Cruz's auction website, which I think is called DWS Auctions, GWS Auctions, and you type in Elvis, and there is a massive long list of Elvis memorabilia, original Elvis memorabilia being sold as we speak. Why? It should belong to the Elvis estate. It should at least be with EPE or with Graceland. And any family member, that includes Priscilla, selling Elvis's personal belongings are out of order. Out of order. Should not be allowed. And I really hope that Riley tries to get it all back in, bring it all back. Yes, GWS auctions. Look it up. Bridget Cruz, GWS auctions, and it comes up, and you can actually search in a search bit. Bridget Cruz is a very proud auctioneer. She's quite an unusual looking character. We did a live stream on her today, trying to understand her. She's the one that's got the lawsuit with Priscilla Presley, because they set up a company called Priscilla Presley Partners to try and prevent Priscilla from going bankrupt, and also to try and help Priscilla make loads of money. But in the end, Priscilla reneged on the deal and is now trying to act like when she signed the contracts, 23 contracts, that she didn't know what she was signing, and she has now ghosted Bridget Cruz, acting like Bridget Cruz doesn't exist. So there's quite a serious lawsuit happening as we speak. It's very interesting, SK. Right. As always, this is just personal opinion, but I'm learning so much from everyone. I never really looked into legal goings on. It's been very eye-opening. Thanks, guys. And Linda, we are all learning together. I'm no expert. I am learning with you guys. We're gonna learn all the facts together on many different topics, and then we are gonna disagree with any wrongdoing, any lies, any mistruths, any rewriting of history. So anyone that's trying to tell the story from their own point of view and not tell the truth, we're going to disagree, and we're going to jump in there, and we're going to be loud and proud and disagree together as a family on this channel, because we are united to defend Elvis. Right. Someone said to me in one of the comments, we have started a movement, and I agree. We have started a movement together to defend Elvis and start disagreeing with all these people saying all these negative things about Elvis that are cruel and hateful and unfair and not true. Together, we could call it the Elvis Presley movement, couldn't we? Elvis Presley movement, searching for the truth. Right. Also reminded everyone that Elvis caught Priscilla and Jerry in the kitchen, not doing anything, but as soon as Elvis walked in the room, they got really quiet. Elvis asked them what was going on, and they both said nothing. So Elvis never put his guard down. This is Patricia Wingard. Hi, Patricia. You've missed this live, but Patricia always gives me amazing comments. She's a new member as well. Thank you so much, Patricia, for becoming a member. It means everything to me. I really appreciate it. So she makes a great point, and what she's basically saying is there's a possibility that Jerry Schilling and Priscilla were up to no good, and not just that they may have had an affair, in just an opinion, not a fact, but also financially they are in bed together and have done many business deals together, many, and that isn't even me just that is happening, guys. They have done a lot of things together, books, documentaries, and many other things. So when Jerry Schilling stands up there and talks about how great a friend Elvis was and how much he loves Elvis, and that Elvis bought him a house, which I do think he means it, he has a double-sided sword, because he's also in bed with Priscilla and trying to keep her happy, because it's in Jerry Schilling's interest to keep Priscilla happy financially. And that is difficult, guys, even though he's probably a really nice guy. So then we've got, I'm so glad that there are channels like yours to tell the truth and defend the good honor of a brilliant musician. After the release of the film Priscilla in Russia, this comment's come from Russia, many began to feel sorry for her and think that he is a pedophile and an abuser. I am very sad about this. If she loved him, why would she do this? What was her motive? I write a lot of comments in justifications. Everyone answers me that Priscilla was a poor 14-year-old innocent girl who was fooled by Elvis. That is not true, but you're right. Too many people have picked up on her age and that she is the innocent victim, and we know that Elvis was the victim. Elvis was the victim. We need to spread more information about the real truth. Thank you. You're welcome. You are so welcome. It doesn't have a name here. In general, I think Priscilla, Parker, Dee, and Stanley have detrimental and destructive influence on Presley's fate. Now, I don't know hardly anything about Dee. I need to do a thing about Dee. Could Colonel Tom Parker, we've done a live, but we're going to do some more lives with him. I definitely want to look into Colonel Tom Parker a lot more. And Priscilla, I could speak all day to you about the things I think she's done wrong for Elvis, the wrongdoing, but these are just opinions, not facts. So, but we're entitled to our views, aren't we, guys? So really, that is a lot of the comments that came in. I'll just double check. I've had a lot of comments, guys, come in a very short space of time. Very short space of time. I think bit by bit, I'd like to go through the books. I'll be honest with you, SK. I'm not the best reader. I don't enjoy reading. So I'm finishing now, Ria. So I think, right, there's a couple more comments that have come in. So we've got Linda Curtis. I won't watch it because she's talking about the Priscilla film. I won't watch it because I don't believe a word that comes from Priscilla's mouth. I don't need to see it. I won't give my money to it. She's talking about the movie. That's Linda. And these comments are really interesting, and I always read these comments. I try and reply to every comment. Priscilla is always changing her mind and doing and saying whatever will make her the most money at a given time. It seems that way, guys. It seems that way. So let's see if we've got any other comments. So I think that's most of them. I'm just seeing, what does this say? I think we've read them all. So, guys, I'm going to wrap it up now, but we've done 2 very good lives today. I think you'll enjoy both of them. They're very insightful. You get a real feel for what's happening with Bridget Cruz and Priscilla to do with the lawsuit. But we also are getting a more of an understanding with these 2 lives on how Priscilla, in my view, just on how she treated Elvis and how it's been very unfair that Elvis has been painted out to be the bad guy. And I think these 2 lives show that quite well. So I recommend, guys, you go back to these lives and just go through them. The first one is very long. The second one, not so long. And we're also talking about Elvis's artifacts that have been unfairly sold off, which none of us like, because we feel that they should stay with at least EPE or Gracelands. And there's a lot of different little points that have come up in those 2 lives. And this is why we're having such diverse comments coming in. So I wanted to use this short live to thank the new members. Of course, you guys, please join. If you want to join, it's pennies to join, but it means a lot to me because it's a growing family. And I just feel like if you're joining, that you're showing me that that I'm doing something right. That's important to me. I don't need money, but I like the feeling of boasting that my membership is growing because they like what I'm doing. They like how we're doing this channel. So it does mean everything to me. It does. And please subscribe because many of you are watching without subscribing. Please like. And if you hit the little bell, the notification bell, when we go live, we can all come together and we can jointly discuss everything and teach each other, because we are teaching each other. And every day we're trying to pick new topics so that we learn more and more. Okay, guys, that's the end of it. Oh, yeah, happy July the 4th, guys. Enjoy yourselves. I think we're having an election today, aren't we, in the UK? Take care, guys. I'm sending you love, appreciation. Everyone that's joined in, SK, thanks for your input today. Tracy, thanks for joining. And let's just make sure I haven't missed anyone. Yeah, so a lot of you will watch this later. So if you do watch this later, good day to you. Have a great day. And thanks for watching it. Cheers, guys.